It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet says, "We will win again with Trump after these loser Democrats. We will win again with Trump after these loser Democrats." Wow. This is my response to your tweet. There is so many different levels of hard to swallow with this tweet. You must be auditioning for your own show and you're going to take my tagline, easy to understand but hard to swallow. It's easy to understand how you've come to this conclusion that we're going to win again with Trump. But the part that's hard to swallow is when you say these loser Democrats. Let me put it like this. I believe in giving credit where credit is due. It's one of those karma type things, you know. If you want credit for the things that you do, you got to kind of give credit for the things that other people do, even if you can disagree with. You got to give credit where credit's due. It's that thing that, say for instance, you're that losing football team and it's that handshake that you give to the winning team. It's that press conference that you have when you get up there and say, you know, they outplayed us. And you're not making any excuses for your loss. You just give credit where credit's due. They made more plays than we did. You know, they executed better. They beat us at our own game. And it's not no punk move or nothing like that. It's a being real about the situation so that you have a good chance of recovering. You got to give credit where credit's due. And so now these loser Democrats that you're speaking about, I tried to process to see where they're losers at. Over the last 8 years, they have been whooping our tail. They have been winning. They have been accomplishing almost everything that they set out for. They have far more victories than they have losses. And so for you to call them losers, I'm trying to at least do the Phil Williams way of trying to figure out how they're losers. And the reason why I think the things that I'm proposing has a good chance of winning is because I am going to give credit where credit's due, unlike other so-called conservative talking heads. So the only thing I can come up with to see where they're losers is the Constitution. See, a liberal only becomes a loser in America when they have to adhere to and respect and function the Constitution. Then a liberal loses. The Bill of Rights, the rule of law, more so when we, the people, are running things according to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the rule of law. This is the only way a liberal can become a loser in America. And that's not what's happening. Now, the people that are legitimately losers are talk show commentators that we're listening to find a winning strategy. They don't know how to beat the liberals. They're losing. They're coaching us into losing. Why? Because we keep listening. I'll give you an example. Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, Herman Cain, especially Herman Cain. They might be successful in their own right, but when it comes to politics and defeating the liberals, they're losers. We have turned into a loser party. Listening to these guys. How are you going to have a successful businessman like Herman Cain, successful at being CEO of Godfather's Pizza, Pillsbury, and all these kind of things, but when it comes to politics, he's a loser? Herman Cain is a flat-out loser when it comes to politics. He's ran for Senate, lost. He's ran for president, quit. And now you're counting on this loser to tell you about politics. And let me be fair, because this is what we do, get credit where credit's due. I have never run for an office. But I can tell you this. I can tell you where my life started winning once I started giving credit to these liberals. Because I was a successful soldier and I've seen how we won battles. I've seen how we win wars. It's when we don't discredit our opposition. And so I'm not going to discredit these liberals. And I'm trying to show you that we will win again when we stop discrediting the liberals, more so how much they hate us. You cannot bring compassion and hugs and kumbayas when the person that you're trying to hug and give the kumbaya to has a bomb strapped to their body and ready to blow you up, and said it. Hillary Clinton said it. She's going to be the spokesperson for the liberals. She said it. My mortal enemy is a Republican. You're reaching across the aisle and trying to kumbaya with some people that think you're their mortal enemy. So if you process them like they're your mortal enemy, you will see that the liberals are winning because we're compromising. Back to the tweet. We can't win again with Trump. Why? Because Trump might be successful, but he's a loser when it comes to the Constitution. He's a loser when it comes to the Bill of Rights. He's a loser when it comes to the rule of law. He's a loser, and you're thinking that he's going to help you win at these things? No, he will help you win at getting a bid for a parking garage. He'll help you win when it comes to building golf courses. That's where he's successful at. But when it comes to being a conservative and defeating a liberal, he's a loser. As far as being a person that's going to represent the right. He's successful when he represents the left or when he represents his own self-interest. But when it comes to representing the right, he's a loser. When it comes to representing the African Americans, he loses there. He calls them the blacks. He can't even give credit where credit is due. He puts them in a category that makes them seem un-American. When it comes to representing the handicapped, when it comes to representing American citizens, he's a loser. So how are we going to win again? First of all, these Democrats are not losers. Think about it. They're the minority. We're the moral majority. We got loser Hannity, loser Rush, loser Herman Cain telling us how we're going to win. And with these guys at the helm of information, we lost the definition of marriage to less than 3% of our population. Over 97% of our population lost to less than 3% of our population. And so you think they're going to be able to save America with their assessments and their analysis? And then to doubly make it disturbing, they push this conservative loser off on us like a winner. People, do you see what's happening? You have to have people that's successful on the right to successfully assess the problem, give credit where credit's due, and respect your enemy so we can defeat them. You need to start listening to some new people. We need to fire our old generals. And hey, I'm raising my hand and I'm volunteering. Guess what, people? We will not win again with Trump. Never Trump. We will be permanent losers if you buy into this Trump foolishness. He is not a successful conservative. He is not successful at the Bill of Rights. He is not successful at our Constitution. He is not successful. You are going to pick a massive loser to try to help you win where winning is what really matters. People, let's keep it real. Does that make Trump a horrible human being? No. It just makes him a horrible conservative. People, we are going to have to defeat Trump. And right now, the way it's looking, we have to consider coalescing around Ted Cruz. Unfortunately, this is where we've got, but fortunately, it's not too late. There is no perfect candidate, and trust me, I can have just as many issues with anybody, even the person that I thought should be the president. But trust me, we got to stop listening to this loser party and these talking heads. Loser Kane, loser Hannity, loser Limbaugh. Hey, I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on The Phil Williams Show.